How's it going, guys? RC Hobby Steve here. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a very exciting video for me to put together for you guys. So over the past couple of months, from June all the way to now August, I have been thinking of doing a build based off of a real truck called the Jeep CodeX truck. So this all started off by me seeing a video on YouTube, and I fell in love with the Jeep. It was a Jeep Gladiator. They took a standard Jeep Gladiator and chopped it down to a two-door Jeep Gladiator with a custom rear bed. And I thought, how cool would it be to build something similar to it? So now, me personally, I do not have the skill sets to make a body look anything close to what I wanted. So I went ahead and did some research and found this guy that goes by Todd Norton. That's his real name. He goes by T Norton 2000, I want to say, on Instagram, and he has a brand called Tan Woodworks on Facebook. So he's well known for his body work, his custom body work that he does on other people's trucks. He chops them up, makes them look like what they want them to look like. He does his own personal work on his own rigs. He has his fair share of builds that he's done in the past years. He's a really cool guy that I've got to know. So I hooked up with him last July, and I spoke to him about maybe purchasing a two-door China JK body and basically chopping it up and making it look like the Jeep CodeX Jeep build. Now I used a JK body because I didn't have access to a JL hard body, and I wanted something with an interior. So there was a JL body that I could have bought 3D printed, but the price of the body was fairly too much. It was super detailed, but it did not have an interior. So I opt out for just buying the two-door JK body on eBay, and I spent about, I would say, $40 on this body, and overall the price for the work came out pretty well. I'm not going to discuss the price because I don't know how that goes between Todd and his work, but I'm going to say I paid a decent price for the work that I got. So throughout this video, you're going to see a couple pictures of basically the work that he did, the process that he went through. So of course he had to measure everything. He was taking a two-door Jeep body and then chopping it down to where it was just basically a half cab body. So I believe everything came out really well. I received the body today, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to video to show you guys how that came out. A huge shout out to Todd. I appreciate all the work you did for me, working with me, and being very patient with me as I was patient with you. It was an awesome journey, and I'm glad you enjoyed working on the body, as I will enjoy driving and building this truck to what it's going to be. Definitely go check him out on Instagram and on Facebook. I'll leave both of his links down in my description so you can check him out if you want a custom build of your own. So let's move on to the video footage, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, guys. What's up, guys? So I finally was able to pick up the body today at the postal service, so I wanted to share with you my personal reaction of me looking at the body for the very first time, besides looking at a bunch of photos of the build photos. So first, I do want to share with you the chassis it's going to go on before I open this box. I also received this today along with the body. So I did go ahead with the Enduro Builders kit. Personally, I went with this chassis because I liked how the RTR was. The RTR has ready run gears, but this one has the upgraded gears. So this is going to be great for this truck. This doesn't have any electronics, but I have most electronics already. The only thing I'm going to really need is a remote and an ESC. So I'm gonna open this up just to share with you the contents of this kit. This one also does not come with any tires or wheels. You pretty much build it to your liking, which is what I like. It does come with a couple good upgrades that the RTR doesn't really come with, so I really like that about it too. And I think this chassis would fit my Jeep build pretty good. So you have the first bag here, which is like the sliders, the receiver box, and the shock hoops. You have your axles. I believe this is one of the axles with all the bearings and whatnot, and then another axle here as well. I believe this is the rear and this is the front, if I'm not wrong. Then you have your links you have your steel links. These are pretty heavy, so it's going to add a lot of weight down low. Another reason why I went with this instead of the Axial Builders kit, these links add some nice weight down low. You have your battery tray, so it looks like it came with the standard. Nope, it came with both sizes, but I still have the standard size available from the RTR that I'm not using, just in case. Your drive shaft parts, your shocks. These are aluminum shocks with nice blue caps all around, so that's nice. I have to mess with the suspension as well when I get it built. You have your body posts, some shock oil. It's 300 CST. I don't know what that is. I've never seen this kind of shock oil before, but I'll see how thick it is. I do have my own, so I might just use my own. Then you have your transmission with the upgraded machine gears. I'm not exactly sure if it came with the overdrive gears, but I'll have to check the manual when I build this. But it does have the machined aluminum gears, so you're good on that part. You don't have to go online and purchase these, which is awesome. Then of course your frame rails, and then your manual is inside all the way at the bottom. And then of course you can't forget that the box is also part of the garage piece from the RTR. So I don't have my garage out right now. It's still folded because I'm still kind of getting things situated here in my new apartment, but it'll most likely be out eventually when I have this room organized a little bit better. Now we're going to move on to the body, the most important piece. I spoke a little bit about Todd Norton in the picture slideshow. So again, just a little bit details. Way back, I messaged him because I saw this video on YouTube about a Jeep called Jeep CodeX, and it's basically a Jeep Gladiator that was cut down to a two-door and built as like I would say like a camper kind of truck. So I fell in love with the truck. I saw all the videos and I hit him up because a lot of people were telling me that he does good work. So I gave it a shot, and he said that he will go ahead with the build right after Axial Fest. So it did take a couple days, I would say like a week or two. There was a lot of cutting that he had to do just to make things fit, and basically I feel like it came out really, really well. I'll find out when I open this box. So here goes nothing. I already know what it looks like in pictures, but I know in person you get a whole different reaction. So, okay. It's taped up really well. I like the fact that he kept the box that my two-door Jeep body came in that I ordered and sent to him. Alright. Oh, sweet. Alright. So the first thing I have on top of here are some pretty cool scale accessories. So we have some roto packs, some 3D printed roto packs that look really durable. We have a crate. Take it out real quick. We have a nice little crate that's also 3D printed. You can put some scale accessories into here. So these are pretty cool. These are my first 3D printed accessories, so this is pretty cool. Again, the roto packs feel really high quality. These, I can paint them or keep them orange. I might keep them orange because they look cool just the way they are. You have it's like a tote kind of thing. I don't believe it opens. It's just like for looks, but it's pretty cool. Has some nice weight to it. And you have a battery that can go right underneath the hood if I decide to open and close the hood at some point. So it's a nice battery pack which could be painted. And of course, this is part of the Jeep build that I absolutely need. So these are the little tanks that I'm gonna apply to the side window pieces. Alright, so here's the body. Nicely packed up. Still can't see it yet. I see some black because it's wrapped in bubble wrap. It's like I feel like I'm holding somebody else's vehicle that's not mine, so I have to be very babyish with it. Alright, so here it is, guys. Been waiting so long for this since, I believe, like June, roughly around June. Oh wow, the paint job looks beautiful. Wow. So he did do the paint for me. He went out of his way to do the paint, and it came out, this truck came out absolutely gorgeous. I really love it. It's crazy how somebody can take a truck, cut it up, and make it look like something that no work has been done to. The door is still open and closed. So that was one big thing that I wanted. He did detail the inside. Everything looks absolutely phenomenal. He did say that there's just minor blemishes. I can see the minor blemishes, but this body is going to be used a lot. I'm going to try my hardest not to scratch it, but this thing is absolutely beautiful. So he painted the fenders just the way I wanted, as you saw in the pictures. The mirror is sitting well. The top feels really nice and it looks super cool. Back window's still there, exactly what I wanted. So I would say, just to give it a test, I have my Element RC truck sitting underneath the table. So just to give you guys an idea real quick how it might sit. Now this truck is, if you guys seen the build video, so this RTR truck, I had to extend the wheelbase a whole lot because of the cage that I'm using. So the back wheels aren't going to be the same spot that the RTR usually is at. So alright. So if we do it from front to back, I'm gonna have to remove. So we're just gonna pause the video real quick so I can remove the grub screw that holds this on, because it's not letting me put it down, and then we'll go ahead and start recording again. Alright guys, so I removed the antenna piece, and I did do some testing to see how it's gonna sit. Now because this truck does have a full interior, I'm gonna have to trim just a tiny bit of where the circle piece is at. Me and Todd already knew this from the beginning, so he did go ahead and detail certain parts of the body that was inside, because I did want certain parts detailed. So right now, if we kind of see it, I'm probably gonna have it sit like this, a little farther back from the bumper piece, because I'm gonna make a custom bumper for the front when I do the builder's kit. And then looking from the inside, I'm only gonna have to cut a tiny bit out so that the transmission can plop right through the body, and then I'm pretty much golden after that. There's nothing else I have to do. Now, if this truck still happens to not work out, then I still have my Gen 8 that I can possibly use, which I do have sitting on the side, and that one has a transfer case, so there's no transmission in the front. So all in all, the body came out amazing. My wife was telling me when the video was paused that it looks like somebody didn't actually do work to this, but like as if I bought it already like this, like the body was built like this already. So it's pretty cool. If you look underneath, you can tell where the work was done, but it's still crazy that when looking from the outside, you can't really tell that this body was chopped up. So that's pretty cool. But a huge thanks to Todd Norton. The body came out amazing. I absolutely love it. The accessories are gonna go inside the cab, so that's gonna be great. And this goes on the side. That's where this is gonna sit. Gonna have to use a small dab of glue just to add that to here, but I'm really looking forward to getting the truck built and seeing how this body looks on here. So this is going to be a fun build. I have some cutting to do, but I'm going to make sure I do it right, so that way I don't screw anything up. I'm going to have to clear a lot of spaces on the body, on the chassis I mean. So the only thing I really have to worry about is the transmission, because I won't be using the stock sliders that are on this truck. I usually make my own, so I don't have to worry about this receiver box being in the way as well and having to chop it up. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the video of me building the actual kit. I'm going to record myself doing that. Probably just do a full lapse video with no pauses, and then edit out all the stuff so that way the video is not too long for you guys. So if you do have any questions of this Jeep Codex replica RC build, go ahead and leave your questions down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. I'll leave Todd Norton's information down in the description, so if you want a custom build of your own, you could go ahead and message him on Instagram or on Facebook. Till next time, I'll see you later. Peace.